Okay, this is part 2 of parentification. Youngest daughter versus eldest daughter versus only child versus middle child. Now, let's go into the different conditions for parentification and how it impacts each of the different birth order kids. So let's start with the eldest daughter. This is something that we already know all about because this is what has been popularized across social media. But the eldest daughter often is parentified because they are treated as either the son that the father never had or the co-parent that the parent who is active doesn't have. And depending on the eldest daughter and their personality type, they normally are like leaders. They are go-getters. They are very inquisitive and they like to help. So they're going to help. Or they're either forced to help. That's another part that we're not talking about because, again, it depends on the parent. It depends on the caregiver. Like sometimes there's a lot of abuse and there are certain circumstances that are very dire that puts the eldest daughter in this situation, especially because she is the first. So the parents spend the most amount of time focused on the firstborn child regardless. And when it's a daughter, because of gender norms and expectations, there's a lot of emotional and cognitive load that gets placed on daughters specifically. Now, there are two types of eldest daughters. The eldest daughters that stay in that role throughout their whole entire life and they end up in positions like work positions where they're still caretakers. They're like the line leader of their friend group, the planner, all that stuff, the strong friend, the therapist of the group, all that stuff. And they continue in that role. And then there are the other eldest daughters who probably were forced to be in that role, didn't like it, and either they never did it at all, so it falls to the next daughter in line, or they left as soon as they were able to, and then the responsibility fell to the next daughter in line. This is actually going to end up being 3 parts because I have to keep these videos under 3 minutes. So now we have the middle daughter. The middle daughter has a unique type of parentification. They either get ignored or, depending on the eldest daughter, if the eldest daughter isn't in the caretaker role, they become caretaker of the family and everyone else and themselves. If they are the ones that are ignored, they have to kind of compete for attention. So they become an overachiever because they're trying to earn attention, or they kind of go inward and take care of themselves, become super hyper dependent. There's a lot of anger there. They're like, no one really pays attention to me, so I just have to do everything on my own, and F all y'all. I'm going to do another part to finish out the other birth orders.